If you have one of the new low-fat air fryers, including the Tefal or Philips model, you may be looking for some air fryer recipes to increase your repertoire from just chips. Though most people are likely to buy an air fryer to make chips or fries, without putting on the pounds, or for health purposes need to be on a reduced fat diet, these fryers can cook other things. Precisely what that is, rather depends on the model that you have. The two primary models of low-fat air fryer will be the Tefal Airfryer and the newer Philips air fryer. Both make chips with a tablespoon, or less, of oil and will cook meat and poultry. However, they achieve this in slightly different ways, making what else you are able to cook in them vary. The Tefal Airfryer moves the food using a paddle, while blowing hot air over the food. In contrast, the Philips air fryer doesn't turn the food at all, meaning some foods like chips must be shaken midway through the cooking time. Hot air is still blown and distributed in the Philips from a component in the top of the fryer. The placement of the element and the holding compartment for the food makes a difference in the types of foods you can cook within these fryers. Thus, some of the air fryer recipes will differ, although most could be adaptable for your specific model of low-fat air fryer. Because of the paddle, recipes for your Tefal often focus on foods that need to be stirred. Many people remove the paddle in order to cook things like bacon and hash browns. Foods that cook in a Tefal commonly include such things as stir-fries, small pieces of breaded fish, curries and casseroles, as well as roast potatoes and parsnips. The downside of the Tefal is that there could be some transference of food odors and taste if you cook things like fish and chips together. This is not so with the Philips air fryer. The Philips air fryer holds the food within a container basket which comes with a divider. This, and also the baking tray, may be optional for a few models. The divider makes it possible to put food in different chambers. The primary difference in the recipes you can prepare between the Tefal and the Philips is the fact that you will be able to bake cakes, sausage rolls, muffins and stuffed vegetables in the Philips. You are also able to brown off pre-baked bread in addition to making those chips you love. I guess what you've got to decide is what sort of recipes you will be most likely to make. If your motive for getting this kind of fryer is to watch your weight, do you really need one that makes cakes? The Philips air fryer takes up a little less room, but in case you want the baking pan and divider, you are most likely looking at a bit more cash than you will need for the Tefal. Tough choice, as both are pretty good machines.